got stats. So if you hit the arrow right here and go to stats, you'll bring up this screen that has your stats, right? Arrow back, and you can go to either near or far ISO. Will bring up announcer cam, and you can introduce yourself.
All right, guys, we're live for AJ Singles Nights. Gavin and Frank already started. Sorry. Frank goes off the board. Ooh, Gavin tries to throw a roll and it cuts. Frank blocks behind. Oh, and Gavin goes up and almost hits it. And Frank goes off the back. And I think he hit his back off too. Gavin got a 6 spot right there. Gavin goes in with his first bag. Frank short boards. Gavin goes off the back with his second bag. Frank's hanging. Gavin takes them both in. Oh, and that was a 9-on-6, so it's game. We're getting John on the live stream. We're going to do a down and back. It is Team Money commentating tonight. not sure if they're going live or not. All right, that might have been live. It was. Frank got 3. All right, Frank goes in with his first bag. John goes in with his first bag. Frank throws a blocker on slick. John blocks up right next to it. Ooh. That was a good push from Frank. That was a good push from John. Leaves his bag hanging there. Ooh, and Frank knocks his in and goes off the back. John finishes up with a 12. That is a 12 on 9. Score's tied 3-3. John goes off to the left with his first bag. Frank goes off to the right with his first bag. John goes in with his second. Frank follows. John goes in. Frank follows. Ooh, and John goes off the back with his last bag. And Frank barely misses the hole. It's going to be an 8 on 7, Frank. And Frank is throwing all slick side. Frank puts a blocker and John goes around it. Ooh, Frank tried to get it, but pushed it up to the top left. John goes in. Frank misses to the left. John go in for a 12. It's going to be 10 on 8, John. Brings the score 5-4, John. John's going to have first bag. John puts a blocker right in his own lane. Let's see what he does. Frank goes around it. John's going to step out and try to grab it. Oh, he did put it right in the middle of the hole, though. Frank pushes it a little bit further up. Oh, John knocked 2 of his off the board. Frank's hanging. John goes, ooh. John's bag stopped. Frank goes off to the right, but John's falls. Frank's off to the left. John moves it back further left and goes in, and Frank goes to the right. John goes in with his second bag. Frank goes to the left again. And John goes in with his third bag. Frank goes to the right. And John goes in for a 12 on 4. Big O 8 spot for John right there. John's going to have first bag. John's changing the music. He's asking Zach Harris what kind of music he wants, and Zach just keeps saying country. John goes off the back of the board with his first bag. Frank goes off the back of the board as well. John goes in with his second. Frank follows behind him. He's throwing sticky side now. John goes in. Frank goes in. John goes in for a 9 on. Ooh, a 9 on 7. Frank's bag cut to the left a little bit. $15.5 now, John. John goes in with his first bag. Frank goes to the left. John goes in with his second. Frank goes in with his. John follows. Frank follows. And John finishes with a 12. Frank has to be in. It's 12 on 10. 17.5. John goes in with his first bag. And Frank follows, still throwing slick side. And John goes in. Ooh, a blocker. Let's see what John does. He tries to go through it, but throws it a little left. Frank with the push. John goes in. Frank finishes with a 12 on 10. It's going to bring the score 17-7. Frank goes to the left with his first bag. John goes in. Frank goes off to the left again. John can get all 4 of his bags in here. It'll be game. Let's see what John does right here. Oh, he tries to push through it. Still a good bag, though. Oh, Frank pushes John's bag in. John's bag in. John just has to lay up. Oh, but he tries to roll. It's still game, though. It's going to be a 10 on 6. John's going to take that one. John's going to be up again versus Gavin Mullen. John told Gavin he had to lock in for this game. John's going to spin it, and I think John won that spin. We're going to do a quick down and back. I was just saying y'all were warming up. Gavin told me I didn't need to commentate the warm-up. Oops, sorry, guys. Let's see what John's got and how good he is. Hey, when John's on, he's on. He could be scary on the boards. Don't judge my commentating. This is the first time I've ever done it. Told John I'll do it because there was nobody else to do it. So just hang in there with me. All right, they're going live. John's going to have first bag. John's going to go in with his first bag. Gavin's going to put a blocker on John's side. Ooh, John went off the back. Gavin takes both his bags. John goes in with his third. Gavin goes in with his. Ooh, John's bag skipped the hole a little bit. Gavin finishes with a 12 on 7. Trinity Miller is talking. Alright, Gavin's going to put a blocker. It's a little bit to the right. Ooh, John tries to go around it, but it kicks to the left a little bit. And Gavin goes in. John goes in and puts Gavin's bag in a little bit, and Gavin takes both his. John goes in. Ooh. Gavin goes to the left with his last bag, and John goes in. It's going to be a 10 on 10 wash. Gavin puts a blocker right in the middle of the hole. Let's see what John does. He's going to try to go around it, but it goes to the right. Gavin tries to push through his bag, but it goes to the left and off the back. John goes through it and takes his and Gavin's bag. Gavin goes in. John follows. Gavin goes in, finishing with a 9. John goes in, finishing with a 10. It's a 10 on 9. John will get 1. Bring score 5-1 Gavin. John will have first bag. John goes in with his first bag. Gavin follows. Looked like John tried to block right there, but it went to the left. Gavin goes in. John puts it right in front of the hole and it's hanging. Gavin blocks it behind him. Let's see what John does right here. Maybe an airmail. Ooh, he tries to roll. It is a good blocker, though. Let's see what Gavin can do. Ooh. bunches. It's going to be 8-on-6, Gavin. I really hope I'm not doing that bad commentating. I'm sorry if I am. Gavin's going to have first bag. Gavin goes in. John follows behind him. Gavin's bag's in front of the hole, hanging. John blocks up behind him, but see what Gavin does. Gavin blocks up behind John, but his bag falls. I think that was supposed to be an airmail, but it still ended up being a really good blocker. Ooh, and Gavin goes backside airmail and hits it. And John pushes through his. It's going to be a 12-on-12 wash. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gavin's still going to have first bag here. Gavin puts a blocker. That's a really good blocker. Let's see if John can go around it right here. Ooh, and John goes around it. Gavin pushes through. John goes in. Gavin follows. John goes in with his third. Gavin finishes with a 12. And John finishes with a 12. It's going to be a wash. Gavin's bag's hanging. John just goes through it. Gavin goes in with his second. John follows. Gavin's off to the right just a little bit, but still in the hole. John blocks behind it. Let's see what Gavin does. Oh, he's going up. Oh, and he hits both theirs in, but goes off the board. Oh, and John stops. It's going to be a 10-on-9. John's going to get another point. It's going to be 7-2. John's going to have first bag. John goes in with his first bag. Gavin blocks. Still hanging. John just pushes on through. Gavin goes in with his second bag. John follows. Ooh, John goes off the back with his last bag, and Gavin goes in. It's going to be a 12-on-9. 10-2. Gavin's still in the lead. Gavin goes in with his first bag. John's bag goes off to the right. Gavin just goes in. John goes in after. Ooh, Gavin tipped bottom of the board, and John goes around it. Oh, and Gavin tries to get the bag at the bottom of the board, but goes off the back, and John goes in with a 10 on 7. Oh, wait, that was a wash. Oh, no, it was a 10 on 7. Sorry. John's going to go in. Gavin follows behind him. John's bag went to the top of the board. Gavin goes in. John follows. Gavin goes in with his third bag. And John finishes with a 10. Gavin finishes with a 12. Gavin's going to get 2 more points right there. Sorry, guys. I was trying to see what round they were in. John's off to the right, but still gettable. Let's see what Gavin does. Oh, he goes right behind John. Let's see if John airmails or just goes in. He hits his bag in. It's going to be a 10 on 10 wash. They're going into round 12. Gavin goes in with his first bag. John follows behind him. Gavin's bag hangs in the top left. It's going to fall. There it goes. John takes it. And Gavin's just going in. Gavin finishes with a 12. And John finishes with a 12. He's going to have to block Gavin at some point. Can't leave an open board. He'll just run bags on you. I agree. I'd definitely be throwing some blockers. If I was John and I had first bag, I think I'd throw a blocker. Gavin goes in with his first bag. And John follows right behind him. Gavin's in with his second bag. John's in with his second bag. Gavin's in with his third bag. John's off to the right. Gavin finishes with a 12. And John finishes with a 10. Gavin's going to get 2 more points for 17-5. Let's look at their stats. Gavin throwing a 10-5-4 and John throwing a 9-6-2. Pretty good game. It's 4-on-4 right now. Gavin goes in and his bag falls with it. Oh, John's bag skips the hole. And Gavin finishes with 12. John at least has to drag 1 bag. He's going to go up. Oh, and he hits it, but it doesn't fall. It's going to be a 12-on-8. Gavin's going to take that game. That was a really good game. John's up on the main stage again against Rodney Franklin. This should be another good game, I think. The top 3 PPRs right now in rounders. Drew Dixon leading with a 10-5. Gavin Mullen in second with a 10-8, and Zach Harris in third with a 10-3 or 10-3. They're doing their down and backs real quick. So on court 2 right now, you have Riker Jackson versus Gavin Mullen about to start. And on court 3, you have Zach Harris versus Drew Dixon. They're on round 10. Drew is in the lead, 9-0. Look at their PPRs. Drew throwing an 11-2-2 and Zach throwing a 10-2-2. That's a good game right there. Drew just got 2 more. I believe this is live. And it's currently 4-1. It's a good bag by Rodney right there. John tried to get his bag, push through all of it, but his went off the back. Let's see what Rodney does. Oh, he's going up. Oh, he got 2 of them to fall. He's showing a 10. John gets them both. It's going to be a 10-6. John said 3rd time's the charm. Rodney throws a blocker a little bit more on his side. John goes around it. Rodney tries to step out and get it. He hits it in the hole but goes off to the left. John goes in. Rodney puts a blocker. John just replaces it. It's a good bag. Rodney's going up. Oh, and it goes off the back of the board. Oh, and John tries to push through it, but his bag kicked to the left. It's going to be a 10-6. Zach's making a comeback against Drew. It's 11-7 now. Riker's up on Gavin 2-0. John throws a blocker, and it's a little bit in Rodney's lane. Or it is in Rodney's lane. Let's see what Rodney does here. Oh, he tries to cut around it, but it goes off the back of the board. John's going to step out and just go in. Rodney, I think that was an airmail, but it goes off the back. And John just goes in. Rodney's just trying to go in with that one, but it goes off the back. And I think John tried to collect that bag. And Rodney goes in. It's going to be a 10-on-3. John's going to get a 7 spot right there, and it's going to lead 11-4. John with the first bag block. Rodney blocks behind him a little bit to the left. Let's see what John does here. John tries to push through it, I think, on sticky, but it doesn't go nowhere. And Rodney just goes right behind him. Let's see if John goes up. He's going up, but he gets it to fall, but he goes off the back. Rodney's going up, and it was short. Let's see if John throws a short airmail right here. Oh, he went up. He got his to fall, but still went off the back with his last bag. Let's see what Rodney chooses to do right here. He's going to push. He does knock one of his bags in, but he goes off the back. It's going to be a 6-on-5, I believe. Yeah, 6-on-5. John's going to get 1. Let's see if he throws a first bag block again. Goes off to the left. That bag's out of play. Rodney goes off to the left, and that one's out of play. Off to the right, and that one's out of play. And John puts it right in the center. Rodney tried to go through it, but it goes up to the top of the board, and John just goes in. Rodney goes off to the left. John goes off to the right. It's at 8-on-3 right now. Let's see if Rodney goes up. And he goes up, but he goes in. Doesn't take John's bag, but it is hanging a lot. I am stumbling over my words so bad right now. I'm so sorry. John's first bag is hanging in the hole. It's going to fall. Oh. Rodney pinches it a little bit. John tried to block behind, but it went to the right, but his bag did fall. Rodney's side rails. John blocks behind. Let's see what Rodney does right here. Looks like he's going up. He doesn't get it to fall, and he goes off to the left. John has slick side down. Rodney goes around it and leaves John's back there. That was a messy round right there. I got a little confused. Rodney's off to the left. His first bag. John parks it right in front of the hole hanging. Rodney just replaces it. John goes through it. Rodney's off to the left. In John's lane, let's see what he does. John goes off to the left. Let's see. Rodney has slick side down. I think he might try to get this bag. But it goes off to the left. John rolls it in for a 10 on 6. 18-7. Zach and Drew are in round 21. John's at the top right with his first bag. Rodney's off to the right. John throws a blocker. Rodney side rails. John tries to push through it, but his bag goes to the left. Still got his to go in, though. Rodney goes in. And John finishes up with an 8. Rodney has to be in, yep. 8 on 7. John goes in with his first bag. Rodney's off to the left. John puts a blocker right in Rodney's lane. Rodney pushes it up. John has slick side down. He's going to go through it. Leave Rodney's bag there. Let's see if Rodney can get his bag. Rodney just replaces, but I don't hate that bag. John takes both of them. That's going to be game. John's going to take it 21-7. All right, we have John up here again versus Zach Harris. For everybody that is still coming in, it is Trinity Miller here. This is my first time doing this, so please bear with me. I'm stumbling over my words like crazy. Just bear with me. Oh, I did not mean to push that. Ooh, backside airmail. Looks like they're going to start. I'm not sure who won the bag spin. Looks like Zach did. He's going to go in with his first bag. John's hanging a little bit. Zach goes off to the left and knocks John's bag in. John puts it right in front of the hole. Zach blocks behind. Let's see. John blocks. Zach tries to push, but his bag kicks to the left. So right now it's at 8 on 12 on 8. John's getting in a 4th spot to start the game. They're laughing at me. John has a blocker for his first bag. Zach kicks to the left. John's going to go through hit. Zach just goes in. John's in with his third. Zach goes in. John finishes with a 12. Zach goes off the back. It's going to be a 12 on 7. It's going to be a 5 spot. John leads 9-0 after 2 rounds. John goes in with his first bag. Zach follows. John's in with his second. Zach follows him. John puts a blocker with his third bag, and Zach goes around it. John just goes through it. And Zach finishes. It's going to be a 12 on 12 wash. Ooh, John short boards with his first bag. Zach's off to the left, but still in front of the hole. John bunches it. Zach's off to the right. And John goes through him. Zach goes in. John goes in. It's going to be a 10 on 9. Zach's going to get 1 point right here. Zach goes off to the left. I don't think he liked that bag. John goes off to the left and pushes Zach's more in front of the hole, and Zach knocks his in. John goes in. Let's see if Zach can get this bag. He knocks it in, but his is still sitting there. John knocks it more in the hole a little bit. Oh, and Zach bunches him on the left side of the hole. Oh, and John's bag stops. It's going to be an 8 on 8 wash. Zach's off to the left with his first bag. John's off to the right. Zach goes in with his second bag. John's off to the right again. Zach goes in. John puts a blocker in front of the hole. Zach's going to roll it, but it's going to land on top. John pushes through and takes Zach's bag for a 10 on 8. 2 more points for Zach. We still have people coming in. I want to apologize in advance. My first time commentating. Please take it easy on me. I'm sorry. First bag of Zach's is in the hole. John's in front of the hole a little bit to the right. Zach goes right beside him. John pushes through. Zach tries to push his bag. He gets it closer. It's hanging. John's going to put a blocker. Now they're both hanging. Zach's going up. Oh, hits him in but goes off the back. Zach said something, but I couldn't hear what he said. John finishes with a 12 on 9. Zach said something, and John asked what he said, and Zach said he couldn't remember. Okay, I hear it now. They're talking to me now. Zach, John goes to the right with his first bag, and Zach goes in. John is hanging in front of the hole, and Zach pushes it, but leaves a blocker. John goes to the right. Zach replaces his blocker. John tries to roll, but it goes to the left. And Zach pushes, but he got scared. It's going to be a 12 on 6. Zach goes in with his first bag. John follows. Zach puts a blocker. John just pushes through it. I wish I could do that. And Zach just goes in. John follows. Zach finishes with a 12. Ooh, and John finishes with a 12. Zach goes to the right with his bag. John puts a blocker right in front of the hole. And Zach tries to roll, but it goes to the left. John goes to the left. Zach pushes through. John goes in. Zach finishes with an 8. Oh, and John ends up at the top of the board. It's an 8 on 8 wash. Oh, and we have Drew. We have Drew telling John what he would have done. Zach's off to the left with his first bag. John's off to the right. Zach's in. John follows. Zach's in with his third bag. And John follows. Zach's in. It's going to be a 10-on-10 wash.
That song is called They Making Jews.
John's changing the music again.
They ain't making Jews like Jesus anymore. That was the lyric. They ain't making Jews like Jesus anymore. Yeah, that was my ringtone for the longest time. Alright, you guys are gonna have to listen to some real house music. Certainly, we could not make the movie Blazing Saddles. That's what I like.
Zach's in with his first bag. Waiting on John to put his phone down. John's off to the right. Zach puts a blocker in front of the hole. John tries to go through, but he goes to the left. Zach takes both his bags. John's in with his third bag. Zach finishes with a 12. John finishes with an 8. Zach's going to get 4 more points right there. Lead change, 13-12. Zach. He goes in with his first bag. John goes in. Zach's off to the right. John goes in, but brought Zach's bag a little bit closer. Zach goes up and hits it, but it doesn't fall. And John just goes in for 2. John takes the lead again, 14-13. John throws a blocker for his first bag. Zach's going to try to roll, but it goes to the left. John's to the left. Zach's going to try to roll again, and that was a good roll. John pushes through. Zach goes in with his third bag. John's going up, and he goes off the back of the board. And Zach goes in for a 10-on-7. Are y'all enjoying my commentating? I feel like I'm just being really annoying. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm really bad at this. Zach goes in with his first bag. John has a blocker. Zach goes to the left and knocks John's in. John goes in. Zach's off to the left again. John goes in with his third bag. Zach goes slick side and grabs his bag. It's going to be a 12-on-10. Tie ball game, 16-16. Round 14. John's off to the left, but he can still get that bag. Zach goes in. John's going to step out, but he goes off the back. Zach's in. John's going to try to push it again. He gets it closer. Now Zach has a blocker. And John just pushes through it. And Zach finishes with a 12 on 9. It's going to be in 1916. Zach's off to the left. John's in with his first bag. Zach has a blocker in John's lane. Let's see what John does. John just goes right up the middle. And Zach goes in. And John goes in with his third bag. Zach finishes with an 8. And John goes in. He gets 4. It's going to be 2019. Let's look at their PPRs. Let's do a PPR check. John throwing a 10.07 and Zach throwing a 10. John shortboards his first bag. And Zach just goes right up the middle. John's off to the left, but it's still gettable. Zach's off to the right. John's going to push and gets his closer. Zach try to bring that bag in closer. Gets hung up. John gets his bag to fall. Let's see what Zach decides to do here. He has to have at least one of his bags. He has to grab one of his bags. He's going slick side, but it spins. John's going to take that 21-19. That is going to complete rounders, I believe. Yep. Say hi. Mm-hmm.
Hey, just swinging by to say what is up, y'all. We got 19 viewers in the chat. Yeah, Alan, I did need to throw a blocker against Gavin, but I couldn't stop those aviators. They're still pretty new. Boards are playing a little fast. Could not stop them. When I got that the buoys, that can stop them in front of Zach. Hey, you know how to run this?
No.
It's
God, no.
when they're throwing to the far board. Or just leave it here and talk to people. Tell everybody how to be good at cornhole. What's it take?
I barely know how to throw a good cornhole. These two people up on court 1 suck. Rodney and Drew, that'll be a good game. Hopefully Drew doesn't lose to Rodney again. What's up, Blake? You need to come out here to AJ's. Throw some bags. Get out of here. Go away. Nope. I took over.
No, you can stay there. No, switch me.
No. No. Where's the other headset? Right there. Gotta commentate your Pookie.
All right. Have they started yet?
I have no idea. I think this round might be live.
All right, let's get us off the screen.
I like being on the screen.
Well, then they can't see the game.
Sure they can.
I think it's live because Riker's thinking about what he's going to do.
He better not hit a weird airmail again.
He's going, looked like a cut.
I think he was trying to sneak in that right side.
Yeah. Give me a 10 on 8. Zach's going to get 2. Riker's off to the right.
So is your Pookie.
Riker's in. Zach goes to get that bag and pulls it closer. Riker sneaks behind it.
Oh,
Zach
wow.
tries to push, but it whips around.
Wow.
Oh, and Riker takes it but leaves Zach's front bag hanging. That was crazy. Gavin, you ever seen something like that?
Couple of times. Not me. I'm too bad for that. I'm not good enough.
Who you play the winner of this game? You sure do.
I do. Sadly. Can't seem to ever beat Zach.
Me either.
We know
Just
why you
last
can't.
Friday.
We know why you can't.
I just beat him last Friday.
In what? Doubles or singles?
Doubles with Cameron Gooden.
That's why. Well, who was his partner?
Joseph?
Hernandez?
Mm-hmm. Zach's first 2 bags are in. Riker's off to the right.
Another one out to the right. But that's gettable, especially for Riker. Brings it a little closer.
Zach goes in. Riker's bag just inching closer. Oh, and Riker spins to the back of the hole. Zach goes in and takes Riker's. Riker goes in for 12 on 8.
Kind of scared to play Zach right now.
Hey,
John sent him on a tear. He got beat by John.
ready to see Zach whoop Gavin.
It'll honestly probably happen. I'm no good at this game.
Dang.
Kind of trash.
Off to the right with his first bag, and Riker pushes it out and goes in. Zach's to the left, but hanging. Riker just takes them both. And Zach's in with his third bag. Riker's off to the right. And Zach goes in. And they are going to wash 10 on 10. Blake said quit lying.
I am trash. Most of the time. I get lucky every once in a while.
Zach goes in with his first bag. Riker follows. Zach's bag is hanging just a little bit. Riker goes in and Zach's bag moves a little bit more. Zach goes in and it falls. Riker, I don't know what that was. Oh, Riker goes off the back.
Are you a C or D right now, Blake? We'll have to find a tournament to play together.
It's 11-0, Zach.
You're right. I couldn't keep my shirt on. It was hot outside.
Zach's bag's hanging.
If I play outside, I don't got my shirt on.
Shoots to the top of the board. Zach's off to the left, but his bag falls. Riker goes in. And Zach follows.
We got to find a tournament to run together,
Riker's
Blake.
third bag is in.
Sure, we can find something.
Oh, and Zach hangs. See if Riker takes it.
Wow.
Nope. It's going to be an 8-on-8 wash. Blake, I heard you've been doing real good.
I seen him at SIG. Riker needs to get something going right now. Zach's up 11-0.
If I were Riker, I think I'd put a blocker.
I think those bags are a little too fast for him, though.
Yeah.
I think those left and right bags are him trying to throw a blocker, but he just can't get that.
Are those the Amigos?
No, those are. I think he's throwing buoys. It's either the buoys or the aviators.
I tried the Amigos out. I like them.
Whenever I played him in rounders, he was throwing the buoys.
Zach finishes with a 12.
Yeah, not bad.
Ooh, it looks like it's moving. There it
falls.
goes. 12 on 12 wash. Riker lucked.
I say the buoys I'm throwing right now, they ain't gonna fall. They'll stop right where they were.
Zach's off to the right with his first bag. Riker goes in. Zach puts a blocker.
Deep blocker.
Riker goes in.
A little out to the right, but it's a decent bag.
Yeah.
Riker goes right around it.
Zach's going to go for it, 6-side down, and he's off the back. Ooh, and Riker gets hung up.
Can't finish. Got scared.
He's on the board, though.
Yeah.
Nobody shuts him out.
5 spots a good way to start your comeback. Almost halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll get on a little roll right now.
He's in with his first bag. Zach's in. Riker's in with his third. Zach follows behind him. Riker finishes with a 12. It's going to be a 12 on 12 wash. Social.
Ain't even that good.
He's just Zach side-eyeing me over here.
Don't look over here, Zach. Focus on your game. First one in.
Gosh. Them bags are fast.
I want to say he's struggling with them, but he ain't. He's doing a good job.
Oh, Zach puts a
Deep blocker. Or shallow blocker.
Yeah.
However you want to look at it.
I'd say it's a perfect blocker, though. He tries to go and get it, but he shoots up to the left, pushes it closer, and Riker's just going to go through it.
Smart play by Riker. Don't try
They're
anything
going to
too
finish
fancy.
with a 10-on-10 wash.
That's one way to beat Zach is don't do nothing too fancy until you need to.
I feel much more comfortable up here with somebody else.
Me too.
I told them, I was like, I kept telling them, like, this is my first time commentating. Like, take it easy on me.
I've done it a couple times up here, but not much.
Riker's in with his first bag, and whew, Zach follows. It just drips. Zach's bag is a little bit to the left, but still gettable.
Riker just right around it.
Zach grabs his bag. Ooh, Riker swings around the hole.
Wow.
Oh,
Zach goes up for the and one. And
Riker's going to
left.
get one right there. Let's look at their stats. Zach throwing a 10 and Riker throwing a 9.55.
Pretty daggone good. Either way, I'm going to have a tough game my first round. Good bag by Riker, trying to push it out a little bit.
Yeah. Zach tried to go for it, but
Let's see what he does with these next two.
he's going up. Oh.
It's a little long.
Riker gets hung on the back of the hole.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was an airmail.
That was definitely an airmail. Just a little out to the left. Riker's bag stopped it from going off. Saved him a couple of points.
10 on 3.
Yep.
Lead change. Riker's up 13-11.
I think that 5 spot was what Riker needed.
Mm-hmm. Riker's in with his first bag. Zach's just going to follow.
I want to say I'd rather play Riker right now, but
misses.
they're two really good shooters. I don't want to play neither of them. Especially with the way they're throwing this game.
Zach pulled his bag a little bit closer.
Sure.
I think it's going to fall. Ooh, and Riker just sneaks around that thing.
Good
Slick side
bag.
down and grabs it for a 12-10. It's going to be a tie game.
We'll see if Riker can keep going, or is this the turning point again? Zach's first bag's in. Riker follows. Ooh, Zach's out to the right a little bit. Riker follows.
Oh, Zach leaves it hanging short. Riker's. Oh,
Ooh.
my goodness.
Unlucky there.
I don't know if he tried to go. It was a little high.
I think he was going for the backside airmail over it.
Hung up. Gonna give Zach 2 more.
Me personally, I think he should have just gone through it or tried to hit one of his roll cuts that he hits.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been hitting them airmails. He only missed one out of the 5 he shot against me.
Zach's in. Riker follows. Let me tell you, I'm real proud of Riker.
Yeah, he's been throwing good lately. He was going through it for a while there, but he's
Got him
back.
a win at SIG 2.
And he's back. Only getting better. See if he can stop the bleeding now.
Not only did he win SIG 2, he double dipped. 17-13. Zach keeps looking over here.
Just running bags now. He's in there.
Gonna be a 12-on-12 social.
He ain't even that funny, man. I know you like to make yourself laugh.
I do. Where'd Blake go?
Sure, he's in here. I got
Blake?
14 beers.
You were the only person talking to us. We need you to come back.
Sure, he's there. There's a few people in here. Oh, he probably just left. Probably said, "Oh, my name. I gotta go. Don't even like these people." I'm blocking it up. Let's see what Riker does here. He goes for the airmail, just lands right on his back, short. Gotta put his first down.
Zach's going for the push.
Oh,
Oh
that's-
my gosh.
That's a good bag right there.
Riker has to sneak a... No?
Oh,
He has to be in.
He either has to be in or just take everything. Which I don't think he's going to get that bag off to the left.
Hole's open on his side, though, so...
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he's going for all of them. Oh.
Just right hangs up on the back.
Yep. That's going to be game.
That's a 10-5.
That's going to take it
spot.
21-13. All
There we
right,
go.
Gavin.
I'm up.
You're up, dude.
Let's see how this goes.
You have anything you want to predict the score?
21-0. Me.
Who?
Gonna kick his butt right here.
Oh, gosh. All right, guys. I'm back by myself. It's a little awkward doing it all by yourself. Especially when you're a newbie to this. You can. Got Riker up here with me. He don't want to put the headset on though. Woo. Blake says 21-0. Leif's son.
That's his son.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little one, or does he have an older one?
I think he only has one. I don't know.
He said 21-0. Zach's beating Gavin.
Mm-hmm. He said up here earlier, ready to see Zach whoop Gavin. Lower champ in the house. What is up, Reed Palmer?
I thought I was about to get 21-0. You got me down 11-0 in 2 rounds. Oh, now I got John or Drew next. Ain't that something? Hate this move.
So you have to wait on, you're technically waiting on 3 games. Because you have to wait on this one to finish. Or no, 2 games, yeah. They're live. It's 4-on-1 right now. Zach blocks behind Gavin. Gavin tries to roll, but it doesn't get up. Zach's gonna roll, and it lands on top of Gavin's bag. Gavin goes up and off the back of the board. Zach goes up and hits it and takes his and Gavin's. It's gonna be an 8-on-7. Zach's going to go in with his first bag. Gavin's off to the right. Zach just is down the middle. Gavin follows. Zach's in with his third bag. Gavin follows. Zach finishes with a 12. And Gavin's in. It's going to be a 12-on-10. Reed, how much did you end up winning last night? if you're still in here. Mm-hmm.
Probably $0.
Zach goes in with his first bag. They both have blockers. Gavin's going for a push. He pulls him right in front of the hole. Zach back blocks. And Gavin just follows up with a block. Let's see what Zach does here. He's going slick side and pushes, gets one of his to fall, but he goes off the back. Gavin's going up and off the back. It's going to be a 7-on-7 wash. Tried Apex bags a bit ago, and now I think I want to set. Well, you know, I am on Apex. I love my Apex bags. I throw Summits. I think you threw Summits the other day, actually. Blake. Zach collects his bag. That was on the right. Gavin goes in. Zach's off to the left in Gavin's lane. But Gavin, goes to the right. It's going to be a 10-on-10 wash. Zach goes in with his first bag. Gavin follows. Zach's off to the right. It's in Gavin's lane. Gavin just pushes it further to the right and up the board. Zach tries to go through it, but it hangs. But it was a good bag, and Gavin just goes through it. And Zach's last bag is in. And Gavin finishes with a 12-on-10. Gavin's going to get 2. I like Summits and Zenith. Summits more, though. Summits are my bag. I love my Summits. Riker throws Summits as well.
Yeah, I need to break in some. I got some.
Gavin goes in with his first bag. Zach goes in. Gavin goes in with his. And Zach follows. We're just running bags here. Nothing special going on. Ooh. I think Gavin tried to go around that, but it got hung up. Let's see what Zach does here. He's going sticky. Well, his falls, and I don't know how Gavin's didn't fall, but it does hang there. It's going to be another 10-on-10 wash. Yeah, Blake, Summits are money. You need to get you a set.
I've never thrown tennis.
It's like a brand new bag.
Are they good?
I've never thrown them. Zach's off to the right.
Those are the ones with the hybrid carpet, right?
Zach goes in. And Gavin goes in. And Zach's in with his third bag. Gavin's in with his fourth. Let's see what Zach tries to go for it. No, he just goes in for a 12-on-10. It's going to be 4-3. We have a lead change. John and Drew over there playing each other. And it is 16-16. Riker plays the loser of that game. Well, no. Yeah. Gavin goes in. And Zach is hanging in the hole. Gavin just tries to push through it, but it hangs up on the left side, but Zach takes it with his next bag. Gavin's in. Zach's off to the left. And Gavin's in for 12 on 10. That bag slowly fell. Then in the lower bracket, you have Frank and Rodney playing each other. Frank is up 15-12 right now. Whoever wins that game will play the loser of Gavin and Zach. Zach's off to the left, but he can still get that bag. Oh, Gavin pushes it out. Zach goes around it. I think Gavin tried to grab his bag or pull it up more and went to the left, but Zach just blocks behind. See what Gavin does here. He's going up, and he hits it. Zach's going slick side down. Hits his bag in, but goes off the back with his last bag. It's going to be a 10-7. Should have done a replay right there. Sorry, guys. Gavin's in with his first bag. Zach just follows. Gavin goes in. Zach's off to the left, but it's still a grabbable bag. Gavin goes in. Zach pulls his bag closer. Gavin goes around it. Sorry. And he goes slick side. Gets it, but gets stuck on the left with his other bag. Goes off to the left. Gavin's down the middle. He has a blocker with the first bag. Zach tries to block behind, but kicks to the right a little bit. Gavin's off to the right, but hits his bag in. Zach goes around it. Gavin tries to grab his bag. Zach has it off to the right, but it kind of blocks Gavin's bag a little bit. Gavin hits it in, but goes off the back. Zach goes in and just gives up one. It's going to be a 9-8. How's everybody's night going? Gavin goes in with his first bag. Zach follows. Gavin's in with his second bag. Zach throws a blocker, deep blocker. Zach goes through all of them. Gavin finishes. It's going to be a 12-12.
Let me see the stats on this. 10-9-2-7.
Gavin's still in a 10-0-9 and 10-2-5 now.
You rocking the replay?
No, I hit the wrong button a minute ago.
Oh, yeah? What up, everybody? There's a battle right here, man. Tell you what.
Left.
Gavin Mullins found his game lately. He's been throwing gas.
Yes.
Looks like yeah, he's just been throwing so good. Right down the middle, keeping it consistent.
Him and Zach are actually Sig 3 partners.
No kidding.
Yep.
Ooh, that's going to be a great team. Wow. I'm going to look at those stats again. What's Gavin throwing? Was it over a 10, right?
10-3-8.
Dang, that was hard. That was tough to beat. I played him earlier, and it was he threw like a 10-6-5 by the time it was over, and it's like, man, that is tough.
Hey, but you just beat Drew.
I did. I had some decent shots in that game. Starting to get a little better at the game of cornhole. Looks like I'm gonna have the winner of this game. Oh, hey, that means I'm guaranteed third place, which means top 2 will get paid tonight.
Zach's bag's still hanging.
Oh, nice. Almost got it.
Slick side.
Ooh.
Gets it to fall.
Nice bag by Zach. Oh, you could have replayed that.
I know. I keep doing that.
Oh, pushing the other button?
Yes.
Who we got in the chat? Blake and Reed Palmer. What up? Yeah, Gavin is on point right now.
That was a good bag by Zach right there, leaving his blocker. Gavin replaces it.
Yeah, there are some buoys on bigdbags.com, actually. I've noticed that we're all throwing buoys. Big airmail by Gavin. Oh, answered.
And
Let's get 'em
another
both.
one. Oh,
Let's now see if we got 'em
Gavin
both.
shoots it off. Let's look at our replay.
Boom, there's Gavin's. Clean backside. And then answered by Honey Boo. Boom.
Yeah. That was good.
You don't have any nickname for Zach?
No. Gavin keeps calling him Pookie.
All right, I'm going to throw a few bags before I got to face off against one of these guys.
All right.
You're doing a great job. Thanks so much for running the feed.
You're welcome.
Running the stream.
Gavin's bag's hanging at the top. It's moving. Zach goes in. Oh, no. It's a block. Gavin tries to go through, but goes to the left. It's still a grabbable bag. Zach finishes with a 12. Let's see what Gavin does here. That was a good grab. Let's look at that one more time. That was a good one. Zach's in with his first bag. Zach has a deep blocker, and Gavin's just going through it. That's a good blocker right there. They always mess me up. Gavin's going to back block. Zach's going up. Oh, and it tips it, but it goes off the back. And Gavin just boards it for game. All right, we're going to have Zach versus Frank right here. Gavin and John are about to play each other, though. All right. So this is the losers bracket. On court 3, though, we do have Gavin and John playing for King Seat. I'll keep y'all updated on that game. Yeah. All right, guys, they're going to go live. Zach wins the spin. Zach goes in with his first bag. Frank side rails. Zach goes in with his second bag. Frank's in. Zach's just going to run bags right here. Zach finishes with a 12. And Frank's off the back of the board. That's going to be a 6 spot to start the game. For everybody that's been watching, what has been y'all's favorite game so far tonight on the live stream? See what Zach does here. He's going to try to go through it, and he gets him. Frank in that slick side. Zach goes up. Oh. And it just hangs. Oh, and it clogs. It's a 4 spot. Comment below what y'all's favorite game has been on this live stream tonight. Zach's up 10-0. And John is actually up 1-0 right now on Gavin for the King Seat game. They're just running bags right now. Ooh, Frank is at the top of the board. Wonder if Zach's going to go for an and one right here. No, he just goes in. And Frank, ooh, it's going to be a 12-on-5. Frank scores 17-0. Maybe after this game, Zach will come up here and talk to y'all. Zach's off to the right a little bit, but it's still hanging in the hole. Frank blocks, and Zach just goes through and takes all the bags. Frank's in. Zach's in. Frank's in. And Zach finishes with a 12. Frank's off to the right. It's going to be 2 more. Let's look at the stats. Frank throwing a 6.75. Zach throwing an 11.5. Zach's in with his first bag. Frank's in. Frank's still throwing slick side. Now, I'm not sure if he always throws slick side. I don't know if it's just maybe a tonight thing or... Frank's going to get 2 right there. John up 3-0 over there on Gavin. Frank's in with his first bag. And Zach just follows. Frank off to the right. Zach just still down the middle. Frank with a blocker. I don't know if it was intentional. Oh. I think Zach tried to go up, but Frank short boards. And Zach just boards it. But it's, I believe it's a wash. I think it's a 7-on-7. He just tried to board it, hoping that Frank's bag wouldn't fall. Yeah, it's going to be a 7-on-7 wash. Frank off the back with his first bag. Zach to the left, but it's still grabbable. Zach's going for it, slick side down. It's off to the right. And he got it right there. Ooh. All right, that's going to be game. Zach wins 21-2. I don't have anything up on this court right now, but maybe we can get Zach up here. It is currently 3-2 John. Zach is going to play the winner of Drew and Riker. Drew is up 19-15 right now. You're up again. Just take a break for a minute. I'm sure Drew wants a break. We got Zach and Drew up here now.
Against Drew, I threw a 9-7-3. Ain't that wild?
Zach said he has taken a break for just a second. He hasn't sat down. Let's say hi to Riker, though. We got Drew sitting down at the table. And then we got Zach sitting on the floor. They've just been back to back tonight. There is only 7 people, so there's not really any breaks.
Yeah,
Why didn't I play? I plead the fifth. Hopefully they'll get... they're getting up now. So... John is up 7-2 on Gavin now.
John's gonna win this one.
What?
John's gonna win this one.
Oh. Zach didn't want to down him back, so Drew's just throwing. Actually, Drew has not played on this board all night now that I think about it. All right, they're going to spin the bag. Drew's going to win the spin. Drew's in with his first bag. Zach just follows. Zach has a deep blocker that's hanging. Drew's just going to go through it. Drew off to the left. Zach finishes. Gets 2 right there. Zach in with his first bag. Deep blocker. Drew pushes through. Both of them have bags in front of the hole. Zach blocks behind. Let's see what Drew does here. Drew goes up, but it's short and it just clogs. Who do y'all have on this game? Chat. Comment down below, Drew or Zach. Racker's over here making fun of me. Zach's in with his first bag. This bag's hanging, still gettable. Zach back blocks and his bags move a little bit more. They're still moving a little bit more. Let's see what Zach does here. Tries to push through it, goes off to the right. Drew has slick side down. Oh, he almost got his bag. Zach in with his first bag. They're just running bags here. Zach's off to the right. Drew with a blocker. Ooh, Zach goes up. Drew finishes. Let's see if I got the replay. Oh, I did. Try to go backside. Took Drew's bag with it. John is up 7-4 still.
7-4.
Yeah. After this round, we'll look at their stats. Zach and Drew's. Drew off to the left. Zach tries to grab it. And they fall. Drew's off to the left again. And Zach throws it to the left and it goes off the board. Let's do a stat check. Drew throwing a 9-6. Zach throwing a 9-8. Zach in with his first bag. Drew off to the right. Zach with the blocker. Drew back blocks. Zach rolls. Ooh. I don't hate that bag though, honestly. Drew rolls. Oh, but it rolls to the top of the board. Zach air mills. Oh. Hits it, but they don't fall. And his bag goes to the left. Drew rolls. They do fall. But Zach gets 2. John up 7-6. Let's look at their stats real quick over there. Get y'all those. Ooh. John throwing a 10-4-2. Gavin throwing a 10-3-3. Pretty good game over there. Zach off to the left with 2 bags. Ooh, his bag stops. Drew with a cut. That was a good cut. Good cut by Drew right there. Drew off to the left, but hanging in the hole. Zach goes in and Drew's bag goes with it. Drew off to the left. I don't think that bag is grabbable anymore. Drew's not gonna try, and Zach's gonna finish 12-10. 8-7 is gonna be the score now. And Gavin takes the lead over there, 8-7. Hey, Blake. Zach off to the right, but Drew pulls it in a little bit more. Zach takes them both. Ooh, Drew gets hung up at the top of the hole. Let's see if he air mills here. Looks, oh, and it rolled off the back. It's going to be 12-8. Whoever wins this game is going to play the loser of Gavin and John. Drew off to the right and Zach's in the hole. Ooh, Drew puts a blocker. Drew's off the back. I think that was a 3 spot. $15-8. Zach's first bag. Just hanging. Drew's tried to go through it, but it went to the left. Zach's off to the left as well. Zach has slick side down. Moves it a little bit. But Drew puts his bag as a blocker. Zach tries to roll. Oh, and Drew knocks Zach's bag in. It's going to be 20-8.
And I got finals tomorrow. Came out here for fucking nothing.
Oh, Drew off the back. Zach's in, but his bag goes off the back as well. Drew off to the left. Zach in. Oh, Drew hit that. Drew has to be in. All right, let's look at that replay. Make sure I got it. Ooh, I may have gotten it too early. There we go. It's a good bag by Drew right there. Zach off to the left with his first bag. Drew off to the right, but it's still grabbable. Drew tried to go for it, pulled it, moved it a little bit. Zach with a blocker. Drew slick side, takes Zach's. Oh, Zach tried to go around it, but it hung on top of the hole. Nice little collect from Drew right there. John up 13-8 against Gavin. Drew in with his first bag. Zach off to the right. Drew with the blocker in front. Zach off to the right again. It's not a bad bag. It's going to be a 4 spot for Drew. $13-10 over there, John and Gavin's game. Drew hanging on the right side of the hole. Drew with the blocker. Oh, he clogged it. That's game. Zach's going to take that one. And now he's just waiting on Gavin and John's game to be finished. It's 13-10. John is up right now.
Professional block glass player.
Gavin up 15-13 now. He just got a 5 spot. Gavin's up 17-13. John put a block. Gavin rolls over it. Gavin's rolls are on point right now. Gavin finishes with a 12. John has a bag off to the left. He has to be in with his last bag, and he is. It's going to bring the score 19-13. Gavin. They're just running bags right now. John with a blocker. Gavin just takes them both. And they finish 12-on-12 wash. All right, Gavin wins that one 21-15, which puts Gavin in the king seat. On court one, we're going to have Zach and John. I think I might get Gavin up here to come and commentate with me. We got Gavin.
Good Lord. Was it rough?
Yeah, you were down 7-0.
6.
No,
Against Zach?
No, against John.
That game was rough. But it went 24 rounds.
What was y'all's PPRs?
I'm going to check. It was a 10-6-1 to a 10-2-2 over 23 rounds. 24 rounds. Yeah. Let's see who gets to double dip me in the championship now. Yeah, sure.
So the Bluetooth is a VO6 Plus.
Putting Gavin on the Bluetooth right now.
Did you connect to it?
I'm trying.
Push this button right here. It'll pop up. It's VO6 Plus. It'll pop up now. You can connect.
What you want me to play? What you want me to play?
Not the song that played earlier.
They don't bake Jews like Jesus. I'll listen to that on the way home so I can really pay attention to the lyrics. Like, what story was that guy telling?
I don't know. I feel like I need to like go to church for the rest of the week after that. Well, because you said something, and I was like, what are they talking about? And then I heard it, and I was like, oh, God.
I think he said the N-word.
All right, they're going to go live, guys. I'll let y'all know who wins the spin in just 1 second. Zach won the spin. All right. Sorry, guys. 2-0 John leads. John in with his first bag. Zach off to the left. John's to the left as well, and Zach just goes around it. John's going slick side down and gets it. Zach off to the left again. This is loser bracket. This is to get back to Gavin in the king seat to double dip. It's going to be a 10-on-10 wash. Let's see if I got John's push. I did. It's a good push. Oh. Sorry.
Dang, we got 23 people in here. That's early, more than earlier.
Yeah, they don't talk to me.
Only Blake.
They probably have me turned down.
I would too if I was watching.
Wow. Zach off to the left. I love when you do the replay and then right after it just goes to them starting again. John's going to get 2 more. Yeah, it's satisfying, Blake.
See if John goes up. Oh, he opts to go down the middle.
Sad. Zach's just going to go in and give up 2.
You know, if he was a real big D player, he'd have went up and got it.
I was hoping we were going to get a replay right there, but we didn't. It's okay, though.
Just up here pressing random buttons.
What do you mean? No, there was nothing to replay. John, first by block. Zach just goes through it. That bag looked a little weird.
John has one out to the right.
Zach pushes it out more, though.
He hit a few good collects with the bag out to the right while he was off board. He was hitting them.
Let's see what he does right here.
Goes for the roll.
Oh, a roll bag. But leaves Zach wide open. He's going to get them both for a 4 spot.
Finally on the board.
6-4. Zach off to the right.
John ain't missing much. He threw over a 10 in our 24-round game. He's pretty on fire. Glad to see him throwing like this. He works real hard on his game.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, good push shot from John. Sneaks in there, brings both of his bags. And Zach hit a nasty push to grab all.
Look at that replay. I got skills.
Sometimes.
Wow.
Ooh, John with a nice collect. Ooh. He stayed on the board. Ooh, off the back. That's a tough bag for Zach, especially down 10-4. It's a good
bag.
good block by Zach. I wish I could do that.
John tries to roll. Let's see what
He
Zach
flipped
does
the slick
here.
side. I think he's going for the bar soap. Oh, and he hits
Ooh,
it.
Hits it, and I got it.
It's a good bag by Zach. That might be just what he needed to get back in this game. It's a way to start your round, especially after a big shot like that. Sometimes you can get excited and have one random bag. Speak of the devil.
Gavin's a jinxer.
Sometimes I just know I'm very, very, like, I do that a lot. I hit a good shot, and the next round, it's terrible.
Me too. Or like, if my partner tells me to board it, I'll miss
Lord.
the entire board.
You missed the entire board just playing.
All right,
I'm
not
just
too
kidding.
much.
You're good.
That's why
Sometimes.
I'm a B player.
Sometimes.
B.
Sometimes you're an E player. So am I.
Yeah. I was about to say you can't be talking.
I can be talking tonight. Kinda. I just hope this little. Hopefully I'm back. Hopefully I continue to throw good. Especially Sig 3 playing with Zach Harris. That'll be a fun one. We've played a few before. We've won one. Hopefully we can make it happen again.
Mm-hmm. Gavin's been on the struggle bus, slowly coming back.
Yeah, last month and a half has been rough. But we're working our way back up there. Good bag by Zach and John's way.
John try to do a roller cut.
Ooh, a little out to the left. That bag will not be coming back.
It's upside down, but it goes off the back of the
Now,
board.
Do we think he?
Another bar soap.
Do we think he bar soaps it again?
No, yes.
No. He goes for the roll.
Oh, a
Right
roll
off the
and it
bat.
goes off the back.
Now let's see. Oh,
Oh, John's gonna take a timeout to go look
takes
at it.
time out. You sick? Come on, boy. Get it together.
All right, John's back from his timeout. Let's see what he decides to do right here. Let's get the replay button ready.
Oh. There he goes. Wow.
Oh,
What a bag by John.
and awkward knuckles.
To peel that bag off the top of Zach's.
That was crazy.
Incredible. And the way that bag fell
Wow.
back.
I gotta see that again. That was insane.
It's very surprising that Zach's bag did not go.
Wow. John off to the right with his first bag. Zach to the
Zach
left.
out to the left.
But Zach's bag's still gettable. Ooh, I don't know.
I think his bag's a little too far back there, and that front corner ain't far enough in. Especially whenever it's on the opposite side of the board.
10 on 10 wash.
Zach needs to find something this game. He's down big. I've seen him do a lot more. I know it's in him.
John off to the right.
It's a good bully bag.
Zach slowly finding his throw. Okay, I just jinxed it.
Let's see if Zach can finish for the 10-10 wash.
Wish I could see who was all in here.
That would be nice. Call some people out.
Zach tried to cut. It didn't do what he wanted it to do. John stepping out.
He said earlier whenever we were warming up that his throw just wasn't feeling right.
Oh, that was a good cut, though.
He's throwing good, but just not the Zach we all know. Ooh. He does have that airmail, though. That is always an option for him. Let's see what John does. Does he chase the pile, or does he just go right in?
Six side down.
He chased it. He got one. Let's see what Zach does here. If he goes in or goes up for the 3. He just goes in for the 1.
Still works.
Smart play. Keeps him in the game. Let's see if that's what he needed. It's a good bag by Zach.
It's a good blocker. And it's
Ooh.
right in John's way.
John's off the back.
Oh,
Hey, that's
that's
fine.
still a gettable back, though.
John helps him out. I like that by Zach. Gets a little in his way. John does have a pretty good cut shot, but as we see there,
Put slick side down. Oh, and goes off the back.
I'm sure he was trying to collect that front bag, but just ended a little outright.
John has one off the back, too.
Okay, he's taking another timeout. Let's see if this timeout helps him. He's been taking a lot more timeouts. He took one against me to go get another drink of water. Kind of messed me up for a little bit, but I got right back on the horse and kept going.
It's getting cold in here. I'm freezing.
I think it feels good. It's been hot all night. Oh, you can't. Hey, take luck over skill sometimes. Zach picked up 2 there. Now he's only 8. 8 points away from gaining the lead. Let's see if he can do it. There we go. There you go. Oh, and John's out to the left.
2 more.
Helping Zach's cause. See if he can keep going. It's a good block by Zach. I like that. I don't ever see John do much of a left to right cut, but I see him with that right to left in it. That bag was sitting pretty good right down the middle.
I like that bag too, though. Makes the board messy.
It just makes your opponent think on what to do next.
Ooh.
See, he goes up for the airmail. Made him think. Made him miss.
Zach with slick side down.
Which I think is a smart play, but they bunch up. what John
John
does.
going up again. Oh,
He goes
I
for
thought he went up.
He goes for the back block.
Zach
And I
calls
like
a
it.
Timeout. Nobody has one in. It's 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Gavin, what are you doing here if you're Zach?
Me, if I'm Zach, I'm down 19-13. I know John's got a good airmail and a pretty decent roll. So he has options here, but I know for sure he's thinking. And sometimes John overthinks. So I'm stepping out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna step out and roll.
I'm not rolling. I'm trying to get at least that front bag to the right of mine in. At least.
Yeah, but then you don't want it to bunch.
Yeah, but
Six-side
if it
down.
bunches, that's fine.
It's one to go.
If it bunches, it blocks John from going for the roll.
See what John does here. He's going up.
Up. And hey, Zach gets one out of that. Best case scenario right there. If I was Zach that last round, I probably would have threw that push sticky just so that bag in hand stays on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I do throw my fast side very hard sometimes. Wouldn't want to risk it. Zach's just going in the hole now.
John's back
There he goes.
slowly moving.
Let's see what John does here.
Does here.
You know, smart play is just to go in and hope it drips down enough. But knowing John, it goes
He
up.
gives him a 5 spot. It's gonna be 19-19, guys. We have a game.
Zach's did his comeback. Let's see if he can close it out. Zach starts off with a pretty good blocker.
It's a good way to start your round.
Especially whenever it's 19-19. Get the brain going.
Now, if I'm John, I'm back blocking.
Which he does. I mean, I'm sure he was trying to push through it, but that's a good bag, too. Right in Zach's lane.
Ooh.
I like that, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't think John can hit that slick side cut.
Oh.
There you go. It works. That's all he needed. Now Zach, all he has to do is go down the middle, and it's game. John grabs his bag. Oh. Hey, there's still a chance. Especially in these 19-19 games where it could be the end. Hey, but John clutches up and he hits it. That's a good bag by John. A lot of pressure on that bag.
Zach with another first bag block. We have 33 viewers. What is
There he
up,
goes.
chat?
Now let's see if Zach can close this game out. He threw a 12 last time he was down here, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ooh,
Oh,
John's going to block. That was a good
Zach,
bag.
Zach puts his last bag in for the win. He's got to hit a nasty push airmail drag, and
Ooh.
he gets one of them to go.
There's my replay. But I don't know what it's replaying.
John's airmail.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
All right.
looks like I'm up. Let's see how this game goes. Hopefully, good. Because I'm tired of being second.
All right. Close that. All right. So this is championship. Gavin has to be double dipped by Zach. in the car.
Bear got a fever.
What is up?
Oh, I got cooked. That sucked.
I don't think you got cooked.
Oh man, that sucks. A cave like that on the main stage. Hey, at least I can always go back and watch it on YouTube. I want to
I
remind
got,
myself that I suck. That's brutal.
I got a good replay of you. Your air, that nasty airmail.
Oh, you replayed it?
Yeah.
Kind of rodeoed that bag
was
in front.
nasty.
Yeah, and then it happens sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna win, and then I don't throw well.
That's me.
Watching from Wisconsin. What up, Skylore? Got anybody watching? 33 people watch me cave. That sucks. That sucked. What was I? I'm going to keep talking about myself for a minute, and then we'll talk about these studs that are playing in the finals here. So against Gavin Mullen, I threw a 10.22 over 23 rounds and lost.
God.
Okay? I lost that game, 21-15. Gosh. And then against Zach, I threw a 9.19 over 21 rounds and lost. But if you look at the round by round, I was cooking. And then all of a sudden, oh, God, look at it. 7, 3, 8, 6, 7, 10. Oh, man. I had him down 19-8 and lost.
That happens.
This game sucks. I quit.
So the last time I won a SIG, I was down. So I had King C. I lost my first game 21-20. I was so mad because I'd rather lose 21-0 at that point. So then the next game, I beat him 21-0. I was not letting him score again. And that was against the guy, gosh, I can never remember his name, but he plays the panda on Dude Perfect.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And so he saw me at SIG, and I didn't play singles. And he said, so what, you beat me in front of everybody 21-0 and don't play no more?
Yeah, that was it. You're like, I retired on a high note.
Yeah, for real.
Zach out to an early 3-0 lead. Zach wearing one of the new Big D t-shirts. Check the guns out.
I like the green one. The green one's nice. The one that Drew was wearing.
What size are you? If there's there's a box of them around here somewhere. Go get you one. I should probably put them on the website. What up, Alan? Thanks for tuning in, man.
Blake said you were cooking, then fell
Yeah.
off.
Need to work on my my endurance, man. I got a bad lower back and it starts bothering me. Oh, Gavin goes up for the airmail and misses it. He's getting grumpy. Gavin, if you're listening to this later, I have to put my earphones on when I play against you because I start feeling not bad for him, but he's like feeling sad. And I want him to succeed and be good, you know. So I have to tune him out. I do that with headphones. But I think Gavin is starting to find his focus again. Yeah, maybe he lost a little bit, but today he has been throwing really, really well.
Yeah, he was about a month and a half. He was struggling pretty bad.
Yeah, only throwing 9s instead of 10.65s for 24 rounds.
Not even that. Like, even at the ACO tournament this past weekend, he threw fire and rounders and then went and threw like a 5-6 in bracket. And he told me, he's like, I just can't find it. I'm like, well, dude.
He's been throwing pretty good today, man.
Yeah. Zach told him the only way, because Zach was actually going to play with Corey Serrata, Sig 3, but Corey said that he didn't think he could make it. Well, actually, let's start at the very beginning. Me and Zach were supposed to play Sig 3.
Whoa. So have you retired? What's going on with you?
No, I haven't retired. Before every Sig, I take like a 3-month break.
Wait. There's 3 months between each SIG.
Sometimes. So, after the ACO tournament that I played with Tanner in Lubbock,
Yeah.
I did not play. And so, then me and Tanner played SIG together.
Okay. How'd that go?
It was fun.
Cool. Had a good time.
Yeah.
It's always a party.
We didn't go in there with very high hopes. But we knew we were going to have fun regardless. What bags are being thrown?
These are Big D buoys, baby. Go to bigdbags.com, get yourself some. But yeah, both guys are throwing buoys right now. I mean, it's my favorite bag, and it was my like original bag, one of the first ones I made. It's similar to the BG Wizard, same materials.
Mm-hmm. I like the Amigos, let me tell you. I love those bags now.
Nice. They just dropped. The original carpet. That's what that bag is.
I like that. But we had fun. That's why I played with Tanner. I knew I would have fun. But Tanner, if you've like played with me multiple times, you know I don't warm up. I do not care what kind of tournament it is. I will not warm up. So Tanner already knew. He's like, I know you're not warming up, but let me see the bags. So we ended up throwing my bags, which was different for him because he throws center. I throw apex, but I throw summits.
Okay.
He throws a slower bag. But my summits are very slow. We had fun. And then we lost to a little kid.
Well, those little kids are good. Have you seen that
Yeah.
Cash Chamness kid?
Yeah.
And then what he did against
Jamie.
yeah,
Yeah.
40 plus rounds. I'm complaining about mid-20s. That kid went 40.
Mm-hmm. But so me and Zach were supposed to play Sig 3, and then he found out that it wasn't my actual birthday. So then he was like, well, I really only wanted to play with you if it was your birthday. So I was like, you want to know what? Fine. I'll play with Braxton and Bowden. And that's who I'm playing with.
That's cool. You might be watching right now. There's a nice replay with Zach hitting a roll bag to get or limit the damage to 1.
Mm-hmm. So, and then Zach was going to play with Corey. Corey said he didn't think he could make it. So Zach said the only way he'd play with Gavin, because last year they ran 3 4-6 together and 1-1 together. Zach said the only way I'm playing with you is if you get your act together, because I don't know what you're doing. And so now Gavin, that was on Saturday, and now Gavin's out here just beating everybody up.
Dude, he's throwing so good today. And he's supposed to partner up with, or he is playing with Drew Dixon in Fort Smith, Arkansas this weekend at the ACO Major.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a really cool team to
Yeah,
watch.
they're riding with me and Zach.
Yeah, good. You guys can all talk about how Texas is going to show up at Fort Smith and
Yes.
show everybody what's up. I think that's going to be one of the bigger ones that we've gone to. Let me think about that. Chicago, I don't know how many people were in Chicago, but we did travel out there.
Oh,
We did go to
I'd love
Shreveport.
Chicago.
Oh, not Shreveport. It was Branson, Missouri, and Levi Haddock swept.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Texas still doesn't get the respect it deserves.
Kevin
in
just
ACO.
swept this weekend, didn't he?
He sure did. I think Gavin missed one off the back.
Yeah.
Threw a rifle at it. What a pretty shot. That is so hard. I need to get better at that. A really flat, low, hard bag. That's the one that Gavin hit here. I got it on replay. 3 for Zach there. Watch how this thing doesn't even get, above his head. Very flat, very low. Boom. Cleans everything
And
up.
sticky at that.
Yeah, those black buoys are about as sticky as buoys get. The herringbone bag. Kind of old. I made them, those are made in like the beginning of the summer. Might have still been spring when I made that set. And they were my set for a while, and Gavin likes them, so he's throwing them. Kind of the same things with the one Zach has. Those are my set for a little bit. That's how it goes with all my bags. Like I get them, I break them in, people like them. They keep them. Yeah, Gavin is sponsored by Big D and ACO. For the, well, at least for the next. I don't really do things in writing. It's like, yeah, you want to rep the team at this tournament? Let's do it. But I'm happy to have him. I think Gavin is a legit dude and a really good cornhole player. And I like to, I look at for things to copy with other players, right? Like, what does Gavin do well that I want to try to incorporate into my game? And it's his focus. His focus and his follow through, I think, is legit.
Yeah.
Maybe we should turn up the volume so they don't have to hear us talking about him. That always not bugs me, but interferes with my mind game when I hear people say my name, like they're talking about me on the broadcast. There we go. All my stuff on YouTube gets copyright stricken anyway. None of my stuff is monetizable.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
big airmail drag by Zach. Is he starting to feel it? He's been complaining all night about not throwing well.
I know. Me and Drew were actually going to do Fort Smith this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Because you and Gavin talked about playing together. So I told Drew, I was like, you know what? Like, if you want to go with us, I'll run it with you.
Oh, my bad. I took your partner. Well, you want to play with me?
I don't care.
Huh. We should play. I'm not playing with anybody in doubles, but here's the deal. The reason I don't play doubles is that, like, I'm still working on the mental side of things. And, like, the stress and anxiety is extra in doubles for me. So, I mean, just know that. You're not going to get my best game. But I've learned that playing doubles is good because I kind of get the wiggles out. Like, I kind of get a little bit of the nerves out, and then singles starts, and I'm kind of more relaxed.
Yeah, I wish we could make it like, Friday for women's. I'd love to play, and I'd love to play co-ed.
Co-ed's Friday, yeah.
But
No,
there's just no way.
I don't know if Gavin got behind that bag in front. I know it was something good. I hit the replay button. No, he got them all. Nice shot. These guys are good. After this round, we'll do a stats check. One thing I don't like about that stats page is it doesn't show you the number of rounds.
Yeah, they kept asking me, and I'd have to go on my phone.
Yeah. Oh, you can go over here. I think there's a stats page over here. Or maybe not.
Well, if you go back to the bracket and just click on their game, it should show you the rounds.
Oh.
Pretty sure. Oh, no, it doesn't. Why?
I could forfeit the match. Boom, big airband by Zach. All right, we're going to check the stats. These guys are playing pretty fast. 882 to a 9. 908.
Let's see what
892. Surprised Gavin's only at an 892 considering how high his PPR has been. Is Zach blocking him? I haven't really been paying attention. Let's watch.
Round 13.
Round 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is blocking him. That worked. Yeah, I think Gavin's really does get locked in and focus, and then I really like his follow through, man.
Yeah.
He really kind of reaches forward. I'm hoping he shows up and plays here more often because he's making me better.
And so Gavin, so I've known him for 7 or 8 years now, but he's only been playing cornhole for, I've been playing since 21, so he's probably been playing since 22, 23.
Yeah.
And his throw has not changed. It has always been the same motion.
Is that right?
It's always that little bag up in his face.
Yep. He's aiming. Oh, I wonder if Zach's going to try to bar soap. He goes for that shot a lot, I've noticed.
Ooh. I do like that bag by Zach, though.
So have you ever talked to Zach about how... Ooh. about how he like looks down and then as he's throwing, like during his throwing motion, he looks up at the board?
Yeah. He can't explain it. And
Oh
it
yeah?
bothers me because I'm like, how do you even know where you're throwing the bag?
It knows where, it's always in the same spot. I get that part, right? Like the board's not, it's always 27, 30 feet away, right?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, the dude looks down and then looks up while he's throwing.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I bet you'd be the best blindfolded cornhole player in DFW.
Well, so we played a tournament together, and he would yell at me for missing a bag, and then he'd miss a bag, and he'd be like, why am I missing? And I was like, if you'd stop looking down, you'd probably not miss.
Oh, wow.
And he got so mad. But
Is Gavin going to shoot this to drag? Oh, you know it. Oh, too
Ooh.
clean. And he's upset. This is gettable. I think Zach. Oh, nope. So Gavin's going to get a couple here. Close game, man. So for everybody who's tuning in, just so you know, Gavin Mullen is in the king seat. He's throwing gas tonight. Zach Harris is the challenger. He's going to have to double dip. I let Zach into the championship match by totally caving at the end of our match. I mean, maybe I should say it differently. He decided to step it up and put everything together, which is what he needs to do right now.
I like that blocker.
So I've noticed blockers on Mullen's left side, not that big of a deal because he's got a pretty natural right to left cutter. When I was playing him, whenever I hit a blocker just a little bit on the left, it was no problem. It almost helped him out.
But I feel like right now in this game, I feel like he's
Wow.
I feel like he's kind of overthinking, maybe.
Oh, he's going to go for the all pickup. Dude.
Oh,
it didn't drip.
gosh.
What a good bag. It's so hard to figure out what replay to go with. I'm going with this one. Even though, the bag should have dripped and it didn't.
Wow.
It's brutal. It has been raining. It is a little humid out here. That's all I can say, but what a good shot. That's tough. I mean, he hit the shot. They all should have gone. Brutal.
And Gavin's reaction is priceless.
New diamond blocker. Worked. That's 2. Although that black bag is on Gavin's side. He could try to step out and turn it. Now here's what I've learned. You've got 3 bags left, so you can just start rotating that bag and turning it.
And I get impressed watching Gavin because if he has a push, he does not flip it over.
Oh, he pushed the slow side?
Yeah. That was a good little sneak around. Oh.
Whoa, that's
I think that's
game.
game, yeah.
All right, we're going to go to the final match. Zach Harris defeats Gavin Mullen in the first game. We're going to have to see what happens here. This is the final game. So Gavin was in the king seat.
Gavin just said he is not missing this game.
I'm not missing. I like it. He's got his QT cup.
I think Zach just won the spin.
Ready to lock in and do work. All right, so that's a true classic tee. As Zach's girlfriend, do you like the way it fits him?
What?
Zach's T-shirt.
His T-shirt?
Yeah, the T-shirt that Zach is wearing right now.
Oh, yeah.
It fits him nice, right?
Yeah.
It makes him look buff. Not that he's not buff. But I'm just saying the shirt kind of makes him look more buff.
I thought you were talking about the necklace that has a T on it. I was like...
Nope. Talk about the true classic tee. Ooh, okay. Gavin said he wasn't missing. He hasn't missed yet. He's staying true to his word. Hey, let's view. Let's see. Bring the board in. Oh, near ISO board. My bad. So here we can bring the board in, and this is a good view of Gavin's reach. They both have a really good extension.
Yeah.
And if you're a newer player looking to improve your game, both of these guys are good examples.
Zach's been struggling for a few weeks now. He's not releasing straight. He doesn't know exactly what he's doing wrong. He just knows that it's not straight. And so I keep telling him, he's like, that was a good bag.
Yeah.
He's not finishing here. He's kind of just like rotating his wrist to just like flick, or he pulls. And I'm like, that's all I can tell you.
Let's see which one this is. This is Gavin's airmail. Oh, no, that was a roll bag. My bad.
Gavin and his Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, I just had a good competitive thought, thinking to myself, I should be in this match.
Ooh.
I was kind of thinking I need to do more of. I could give Zach a 3, bring it back to a 1-point game. I wonder if Gavin's going to try to bully that bag at all. No.
I don't think he's going to risk anything right here because he just shortboarded his first bag. Ooh. Oh, he put it on slick. That's
Okay, he
hard.
went slick, but there was like 2 bags in front,
Yeah.
you know? Let's watch that. Nice cleanup job. Sure is nice when you got bags in the middle and you can just clean them all up.
See, I get scared of slick side. Are you scared of slick side?
I'm getting used to it, but yeah, I know where you're coming from.
That's why I struggle in doubles, because they'll tell me to flip it over and I'm like,
No. And as soon as your fingers feel that fast side, your brain starts
Yeah.
envisioning like bags flying off the back and bouncing off piles.
like I have an angel on one shoulder telling me I can do it because
Yeah.
I've done it before, but then I have the devil on my other shoulder that says, girl, you've done missed so many times every time you flip it over. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty humid in here tonight.
I'm freezing.
All right, so Zach can get some points here, I think. Did he clean all these up? Oh,
That's
they
a
didn't
good
plug.
bag.
They didn't plug. Zach, if you go back and watch this, all those times that those bags did plug and he got mad at me,
Oh,
Here,
and
I got-
Gavin tried to go up. That's a 5 spot.
it's a bunch of points. I think that might be a lead change. Look at these bags not plug. All right, Gavin's starting to talk to himself a little bit.
You know that the high in Fort Smith is supposed to be like 43?
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you for telling me that. I need to clean my winter clothes.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't even been cold here yet, you know?
Either 43 or 48, I can't remember, but still in the 40s.
You know, I haven't even looked. I've usually obsess over the weather when I'm going to fly somewhere. I haven't really
So
looked.
you are flying?
Yeah. Going to try to. I owe Terry and Kevin a ride because we were going to go to Florida, and I had to cancel on him because the weather got bad.
Mm-hmm.
Big storm front came through.
Let's see. See, like right now, it's 41 degrees there. Saturday. Oh, the high has now changed. It's going to be 50.
Okay.
But that's still, I feel like for Arkansas, that's really cold.
Yeah, right? They're not that far north. Oh, man. Gavin's starting to talk to himself now.
But, like, I wonder. But, like, whenever we get up to head to the venue, it's going to be, like, 25 degrees. So.
Yeah. Well, my app says it's not going to be freezing, but it gets close. Nope. It will be freezing. I take it back. It will be freezing overnight. Oh, my God. It gets down to in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning is going to be freezing. Below freezing. Wowzers. Okay, good to know. Yeah, bundle up. Thanks for letting me know, because I've got this like lightweight jacket that I really like that needs to be cleaned. So I need to clean it. It's also old and kind of falling apart, but it's my favorite cold weather gear. I need to get a replacement.
Oh, look at this. Watching from Arkansas.
Oh, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Here, enjoy this replay of a clean pickup bag by Mr. Gavin Mullen. Gavin Mullen's good at cornhole. Throwing slick side. Both guys are throwing buoys. I think there are some buoys available at bigdbags.com. We got a bunch of bags available, actually. I just did a big drop today. Get this. I dropped a bunch of bags for sale, and then checkout was not working. People couldn't buy them. So I'm getting all these messages like, hey, I've loaded up my card. I can't check out. And I called the GoDaddy because I couldn't figure it out. GoDaddy's like, yeah, that's weird. The guy on the phone it was the most bizarre like customer service call I've ever had. The guy's like, yeah, man, that's a really bad time for that to be happening, huh? Like right before the holidays, and
like
you
he
got a
didn't help
promotion
you?
going on, and let me see what we can do about it, And then I talked to this guy, and he had that kind of attitude the whole time. And by the end of all of it, he's like, "We're gonna have to make a ticket." Talking to me like just like that, like we're gonna have to make a ticket on this. Now I can recreate the issue, and I just don't see anything that's going on.
That is so weird.
So they'll get back to you within 48 hours. And then I was like, I want a refund. Like I want my money back. This is
Yeah.
absurd. I'm going to Shopify. And,
I support Big D. Bought a bunch of bags from you.
Oh, right on. HMoobCH, who are you? Why can't Joe put a sentence together? That's a good question. He really struggled. I think it's called old age. Oh, Zach went airmail. Didn't hit it.
Watching from California with a K.
Man, Gavin Mullen is starting to get upset. This is what happened in my game against Zach. Zach Harris is up 15-4. If Zach wins this game, he double dips, Gavin. Yeah, thanks for joining the show. It's oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I recognize the name. Appreciate you, man.
It's 45 degrees outside.
I am looking for ambassadors. If you throw in an area you want to rep Big D, I'm going to be putting together basically a big discount for a bunch of bags that you can either sell or do whatever you want with. But you'll get a box of 5 sets for a discount. So send me a message if you want to do that. Get a shirt, hat, stuff like that.
You don't have a girl on Big D, do you?
If I say no and there is one, here's the deal. I'm horrible at sponsoring players. So I do everything by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And keeping track of like players and keeping them on the same message and making sure they have what they need is probably what I'm worst at. I'm horrible at that.
See,
But I don't think I do.
I'm good at that.
And it's always like for me, it's like the next big tournament. The next big tournament's Fort Smith. We got a crew. Let's go. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of funny that Gavin has got Limp Bizkit on his playlist. Maybe this will hype him up. Oh, he hit the rollback, but it doesn't drop. Goes a little too long. He's pissed.
Happy with that.
Zach Harris up 18-4. Oh, he's changing the song. He doesn't want to listen to Limp Bizkit. You know what? Maybe putting him in charge of the playlist is what fucked him up. Excuse my language, everybody. I was mentioning to somebody the other day that of all the singles tournaments I've won, Zach has won, I think, every single one of them, except the one with Sammy. I think he's won every single other one that I've run. There should be an ACO regional, but I wasn't able to register it in time.
I really want Terry Sweeney's wife to get back and better so that we can start running tournaments.
Oh, that'd be cool. So she used to play?
Mm-hmm.
Big step out move here by Gavin. Let's see what he can hit. Pushes 2 in. That's going to give him 2 points and a little bit of momentum here. I'm going to save that replay and replay it. Because this is so hard to hit. Big step out. You got to land. Look where this bag lands. Boom. I mean, I won't call it foot foul, but we're not playing by any particular league's rules tonight. So if Zach's okay with it, we're going to let it slide.
We're going to Fort Smith this weekend.
Yeah. Some of the Big D boys are going to be out there, including these two. All right, that could be 2 points. Actually, not bad.
That's a good bag.
I mean, does he go slick to try to clean this up? No, he's going stick. Went roll. Didn't hit it. Hit the roll, but a little bit right. Is Zach going to go airmail drag to win the game?
Probably.
Win the game and the tournament? Oh, he goes along and that bag's not going. I'm looking at it. It's not dripping. They're going to sweep underneath. Doesn't need it. Nah, it's not going. It kind of looks like it's moving, but it's not. You guys didn't hear that, but Zach basically told Gavin in no uncertain terms to pick up the bag. There was some profanity, explicatives. But yeah, if you look at who's registered for Fort Smith and look at SPRs, the Big D team is up there, man. If you think SPRs are
Zach
any
looked
indication.
At, singles, I believe, and there were like 90-something people signed up.
Yeah, and there's always more at tournaments like that, so they'll be over 100. They'll be doing a lot of walk-ups. It's more centrally located Well, here's the deal. Around here, we got TCL, so people don't play ACO. But in the rest of the country, they do. So.
Oh, it's just a timeout.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could look at the stats. 925 to 833. Dude, Gavin, bruh. After what you did to me.
Airmail drag for game. He's going up.
Oh,
gosh.
they plug. Nope. All right, that's sixes.
That was a PPR killer.
Yeah. Now Gavin's playlist is rocking some Tool. You like Tool? Do you recognize this band? Did you recognize the band beforehand?
Yeah, my dad listens to all that.
Of course, I should have known that. John Miller Time's gonna listen to Limp Bizkit. He practically is Fred Durst.
Him and Gavin have the same playlist, so it'll go from like rap to country to new country to old country to rock to the Mexican OT. It's all over the place. I mean, so is mine. It's just not as bad. That one hopped.
I mean, what's Zach gonna do here? Is he gonna try to roll back? I'm thinking roll. Although we could go airmail. Boom! Gets a drag. Gets 2 points.
Oh,
I don't think there's not a bag left, so that is 2 points for Zach. That puts him at 20. He's 1 point away from getting the 2 scoops, man. What's your favorite ice cream?
Rocky Road.
Oh, dude, I got Rocky Road at home. I'm going to crush it when I get there. Rocky Road's good. What's your favorite brand of Rocky Road?
Probably, well, what's the one with like is it like Jim and Jerry?
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, the 2 guys comes in a little smaller pint. And it's
Yeah.
always like full of like big chunks.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Like my mom bought the off-brand last time, and it didn't even have real, what's in there, pecans
Yeah.
or almonds
Ooh.
or whatever it is.
Gavin had to have that, and he got it. That was a close one. Stats check. Real quick.
Brahms also has really good Rocky Road.
Gavin Mullen with an 827 is shocking right now. Dude cooked me over 20-something rounds, throwing a 10-6. All right, Zach gives him some hope. Zach's already stepping out to pick it up, and nope. Gavin's like, nah. Now we're going for 10s. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to call it. Put it in the fridge. It's over.
See, but me and you also like dark chocolate.
Oh, yeah. With salt.
I love dark chocolate.
Oh, wait, he didn't hit it. That means I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought it was over.
Like Trader Joe's sells these dark chocolate sea salt covered graham crackers.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't like the graham cracker, though.
Oh,
For me, that's like empty calories. I like Aldi. Aldi's got this stuff called Mosher Roth. It's German chocolate, and it's cheap. And people actually buy it and then resell it on Amazon for twice the price. But it's delicious, and they've got a dark chocolate sea salt.
See, I like sea salt. I love sea salt.
Okay, what do you do here? Is it back block? Yeah, he does back block. Puts Gavin in a tough spot. He's probably going to try to roll it here. No, he goes at the pile. He shoots it, misses off the back.
I'm boarding it.
It's a wash on the board. Nobody's happy. They're both upset about this situation they put themselves in.
Man, the PBRs are just going down.
Yeah, it was tanking. The boards are getting sticky. The bags are getting sticky. So I think that Gavin's in a better position when it comes to hitting the airmail, right? Because he can get maybe 2 of his bags to go.
I think Zach's going to roll.
I don't think there's enough room to fit. He goes roll for sure.
Ooh.
Gavin could board it to wash or shoot it. Or shoot it for the glory. He goes up. He goes up. He goes off the back. That is game. I do believe that is game. And that Zach Harris. Mr. Zach Harris has double dipped a white hot Gavin Mullen who kind of cooled off. He shouldn't have watched my game. Oh man, he's sad. Dang it. All right, well, that calls it. That's the night.
That's game.
Trinity Miller, thank you so much for joining us in the booth today.
You're welcome.
And commentating and running the feed. We weren't going to be able to do it if it wasn't for you, so thanks so much.
I was a little nervous in the first few games, and I kept telling them, I was like, as y'all are coming in here, just bear with me.
Yeah, I'm figuring
I'll
it out.
get the hang of it.
Yeah, and you do
Don't worry.
photography, right? So if anybody needs their senior portraits done, I was looking at some of her portraits. They're amazing. They really are good. You got some talent.
Thank you.
They really are good. I mean that. I'm not just saying that because you helped me out tonight. I thought they were good. I actually was taking mental notes about how I'm going to do my photography with my kid for his senior pictures. They're good.
Boys get hard. So like that one guy that
Boys
I
do
showed
get
you,
hard.
No.
Get your big D bags at bigdbags.com.
No. That's not what I meant.
I shouldn't have gone there. But it was funny because you said it, and I just, whatever. It's cornhole.
I don't know. That is the first guy that I've ever done a shoot for.
Yeah.
And so I had all these girl poses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can I turn this pose into a more manly?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I can just sit right here. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, perfect.
Cross your arms, put them in your pockets. I don't really care.
All right, cool. Well, reach out to Trinity if you all need some senior portraits done. It's that time of year. And thanks so much for tuning in. You got anything to say for your sign-off?
Bye, guys.